I'm going to share a few techniques for forward head posture. This is very typical if you look at your phone a lot, if you stare at a computer screen for a lot of the day. So we'll inhibit some of the muscles that tend to be overworked, and then bring some strength into the deep stabilizers of the neck to signal safety, stability to the nervous system. So hopefully there's less pain signals that you receive. So we'll start by opening up through the superficial muscles in the front of the neck, the surface level ones. You'll take your left hand and place it underneath your right collarbone, and making skin contact is really useful here. Right? Rather than pushing down into the chest, you're thinking about pulling the skin down. So there's this more surface level pull. And then other hand can just apply just a bit more pressure and support. Right, with the hands gently pulling the tissue down, lift your chin up to the left diagonal. And again, this should feel like more of a skin, a surface level pull, right, really getting that first layer of connective tissue with this. And then you can experiment with rotation of the head up to the sky, down towards the earth. This could be a really small movement. Maybe you jut your chin up, feeling the stretch even more into our platysma muscle, which stretches all through this area. Even opening and closing the jaw, moving the mouth around is going to create some change. Right, feel one more breath in, rise up into your palms. And feel your exhale, soften shoulders away from ears and elbows heavy towards the floor. And then gently come back through center, release the hands for a moment, and notice right and left side if anything feels different. Then right hand now will come underneath the left collarbone, again feeling the pull of the skin downwards. Other hand is supporting that pressure downwards, and then lift the chin up towards the right. Right, same experimentation here of moving the chin around, moving the face, the jaw around, jutting the chin up. And if you find a place that feels useful, feel free to just stay in stillness, relaxing the shoulders, the elbows downwards. Feel your next inhale move up into the hands. And the exhale, softening everything downwards. And gently come back through center, and again, release the palms. Notice if your head naturally wants to pull back a little bit in space. Right, last piece here, either hand can be on the bottom, but both hands are going to stack right at the center of the chest. Again, a little downwards pull on the skin as you lift the chin up, right? Rather than crunching the back of the neck, you're just thinking really long through the front. Doesn't have to be a big motion. Right? You might draw a little semicircle with the chin, a little rock back and forth, or just pull, right? Inhale into the hands. Relax shoulders as you exhale. Return the chin back through center, release the palms, and feel the ears float back over the shoulders. And might notice some change already, freeing up those superficial muscles. And you'll reach for a yoga block, or a foam roller works as well, and place it underneath of the head. For the yoga block, the edge of the block is going to land right at the muscles at the base of the skull. For some people, this is the lowest setting. For some people, this is the medium setting. Whatever feels most direct compression into the muscles at the base of the skull. Again, it's at the base of the skull rather than the neck. And gently nod your chin in towards your chest and begin to rock side to side. These are our suboccipital muscles. They have to do a lot of the work to keep your head upright the more forward your head goes in space. Right, and as you explore that side to side, you might notice certain areas that feel a little more tender. Pause in those tender areas. Right, you might again move the jaw. Notice the connection there. You can draw circles with the nose, or a little side to side, a little up and down. Find those most relevant spots on both sides. Play with some small motions. Right, you can take some time with this. as long as it feels useful to you, and then you'll set the block off to the side and reground the head, probably some circulation, a sense of warmth in that area. Now we've brought some release into those spaces, we're going to bring in some strength. Now what the exercise is really just simply a hover of the head away from the floor. But you want to notice if the chin wants to jut forward in that forward head position, or if you excessively tuck the chin in. You want to imagine an apple between the chin and the chest and maintain that amount of space, right? Not too much less, not too much more, and just hover the head. You should feel some deep stabilizers in the front of the neck holding you up, and then relax, right? It doesn't have to be a long hold. You'll probably feel the fatigue pretty quickly, right? So try to keep that apple, and if it starts to falter, then that's your sign to come back down. Right? You can do that, right, 3 or so times, noticing if the shoulders are wanting to lift with you. Right, just 3 times can be enough, and then you can do that a few times throughout the day. If you're still feeling good with it, you might try a couple more times, but more so than the rep count, really just kind of establishing this awareness for the muscles deep through the neck. Particularly useful to do it before something like a yoga practice or anything where you're on all fours, where often we have this sag somewhere through the head, and you can reimagine that apple between your chin and your chest. And overall useful to do throughout the day or at the end of your work day to bring a little more ease through this part of the body.